Hello everyone. So this video is the part 2 for how good is the Catalan's record and playback feature. So in this video I'll mostly talk about the kind of issues faced on the browser side while using the Catalan's record and playback feature. So if you did not watch the part 1, I'm going to place the link in the description of this video. Please do watch. So going into the topic, so the kind of issues we face on the browser side while using the Catalan's recorder. So the first one is the keyboard actions are not getting recorded. So that is the keyboard actions like enter and tab out are not getting recorded in the Catalan recorder. If you see on the browser, when we do the actions like submit, we tend to click on the enter keyboard. So if the user instead of clicking on the button, if he uses the enter keyword, then it's not going to record. So that is one issue. So even the tab out, so in some actions we need to enter some text and do the tab out explicitly, and that action is not going to record in the Catalan Studio. So going into the demo, so I use the record web option on the Catalan here on the screen. For the demo purpose, I'm using the catalan.com sign in page. Now I select the Chrome browser. So it will invoke the open browser action and it navigates into the URL catalan.com. So you can see I'm entering the mail ID. Enter the password. So you can see the actions recorded in the Catalan recorder. That is, first one is open browser and it navigated into the Catalan page, sign in page. Then it entered the email ID, and next one is the password, which is in the encrypted format. So which is fine. Now I can click on the sign in button, which will record the action, but I choose to use the enter keyboard action. So I'm just pressing on the enter keyboard action. Now I pressed, you can see it's trying to log in and it logged in, but here on the Catalan recorder there is no action recorded. So that is one issue. So the second issue I'm going to discuss is about mouse over is not getting recorded. So I'm going to do a quick demo for this. I'm navigating to the catalan.com sign in page, but this time I'm going to input the username, password and click on the sign in button. So I just want to record the sign in action first. Then I'll go to the real issue. Clicking on sign in button. So we logged in to the Catalan account and you can see the action clicking on sign in button is recorded. So now if I want to, for example, mouse over on any of this menu, so I did mouse over on the menu support and you see there is no action that is recorded in the Catalan. And if I select the help center, it will record the action. Click on the help center. So but you see the click or mouse overs on the support is not displayed. So this script is going to fail because it won't find the help center without mouse over on the support. So I am going to quickly run this recorded script. you can see it's entering the my mail ID which's been recorded, then the password, and it clicked on the sign in button. So now it will try to click on the element help center, but it failed, and you can see the error. The error is unable to click on the object Ketlon help center. So you can see it's not able to find the div help center object. That is because the action mouse over is not recorded at all. So that is one issue, that these kind of issues you face while recording on the web browser, because not all the actions are recordable. That you need to note that down. So the next issue I'm going to discuss is there will be a many objects that been captured for the same element. Okay, I'm going to give a real-time example now. So let us go into the menu support only for this, and the option help center. So if you see the option help center, there is many elements or many layouts for this element. You see the red color selected one help center. If you come a little outside of that, you see the overlay or the layout which is help center with submit support ticket. If you come a little bit outside, there is another layout. So there are three layouts. So while recording, maybe a user one may click on the outer layout, and there is another user who may click on the inside layout. So all the user's objective is to click on the help center, but they'll end up clicking on multiple objects, which will create multiple objects for the same element. So if I'm consider user one has clicked on the outside layout, so you can see the selected layout now. Click, so it has created an object called div help center. So now let's consider user 2 who wishes to click on a inside layout, which is this one. So once I click here, you can see a different object is created from the first one. So this one is a different object, which is a support ticket. The other one is support ticket _1, which is a different one. Let us consider user 3 who wishes to click on the child of above previous two one. So if he clicks on this inner layout, it is going to create a different object. So you see the different object is created. So here my point is, we cannot control the user, or user cannot have that intelligence so where to click, because there is a tendency for different users to click on different elements, because the ultimate aim is to click on the help center menu. So there is a high chance that you will create multiple objects for the same element, and in the future it's going to cause issue. That is, once you want to modify, or some element in the UI is being updated, and you will try to update all the objects, or the object which is actually mapped to the particular element. But here you see there are many objects that's been mapped to the same element, and you will most likely miss to update all the objects which are mapped to the particular element. So this is going to be a problem for you in the future. So, and the last issue I'm going to discuss about is user tends to do the mistakes. There is a very less probability that a user can record with 100% accuracy from the starting of the test to the ending of the test. For example, a user by mistake go into the company menu and customer stories, and he realizes that that is a mistake, and he would have clicked on support documentation. So if I click on the documentation, you can see there is a extra action that's been already recorded clicking on the customer stories. So this action you need to delete it manually, note it down and delete it manually after the record. So these kind of mistakes tends to happen. So that's all for this video. I'll do part 3 to continue this video further. Please do let me know how do you like this video, and please do mention what kind of videos on the Ketlon you are actually looking for. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up if you really like this video.